Alrighty, my lovely Trails fans, welcome back to our next episode of Trails in the Sky. Okay then, so let's see. So we've got a couple more things that we need to do. The market's reopened for business with no delay. Ho-ho! Ah, what a tough old town Bose is. So we still have people at the port to speak to. Hey everyone, great work. The talk around town is that you guys were pivotal in stopping the dragon. First the Sky Bandits, now this. You've saved Bose twice now. I'll be toasting the guild with a couple of drinks tonight, trust me. The flight schedule is back to normal. I can finally set out on this trip I've been delaying. Flights are going on schedule again, thankfully. The market's back in business too, so everything's back to normal. Time for me to get back to work too. I was going to take pictures of the airships this morning. I don't know now. I don't feel up to it anymore. The shock of missing the Arcel has robbed me of my passion. Everyone, hello again. Thank you again for everything you've done. Oh, Miss Corner. Are you heading back home now that you found Lila? Yes, I'm still a little sad to leave her behind, but I know she's safe. That's enough. Please take care of Lila for me. I promise we will. And give our best to the rest of your family, okay? Of course. Farewell. Alright, next up is the Lind. It's a good feeling knowing the ships are running again. Alright, that's everybody here, I believe. So off to the market we go. The smiles are back on everyone's faces. The market really is the symbol of Bose. Hey, welcome! With the military restrictions lifted, distribution's back to normal. New issues should start getting delivered soon. If you'd like, check out the store. Come on by, take a look. I've got top-class carpets from the Republic for just 500 Mira. Just 500 Mira! And you know what else? As part of our Return to Business campaign, you get another one of the same carpet for free! What a deal! That's a pretty good deal if you need carpet. Got the next issue of the Labelle News. Let's go ahead and buy that. And let's see. Books. Labelle News. Don't worry about Volume 8 being missing from this list. We will be getting that soon. You get both Volume 8 and 9 in the post of Chapter 5. So Labelle News Issue 8. Dragon leaves Labelle's borders. The dragon that appeared suddenly in Bose and caused damage to the region has been confirmed by the Royal Army as having left the borders following a failed plan to capture the creature. The border garrison is continuing patrols, but no further sightings have been reported since then. The Labelle News is following developments closely as we report from the front line. Full details on the capture operation. The day after the dragon appeared, the Royal Army immediately enacted a plan to capture the dragon. Enforcing the capture portion of the plan was Queen Alicia, whose respect for the holy creature shaped an operation using airships and tranquilizers to neutralize the threat by driving it to Valeria Lake and subduing it. Included in the operation was the Arcel, loaded with its new engine, plus bracer observers and your trusty Labelle News reporters. The failed first capture operation. After some time on standby, information came in that the dragon had been sighted above the Malga mine. General Morgan ordered the operation to begin immediately. Employing skillful aerial maneuvers, the signature of the Royal Army, the airships chased the dragon to above Valeria Lake and shot it with tranquilizers. Unconscious, it fell into the lake. The plan initially seemed a success, but the legendary creature wasn't under for long and soon woke up. Leaving behind the army airships meant to tow it to shore. The army gave chase once again, but it was eventually lost on radar somewhere over the Nebel Valley. The deep silence aboard the ship was only penetrated by the roar of the new engine echoing hollowly through it. The first operation with the full might of the Air Forces had failed. Substitute operation, pursuit from the ground. The operation believed to be perfect had ended in failure. However, the Royal Army immediately took to a new plan. The bracers who had been aboard as observers would pursue the dragon into Nebel Valley. It was a decision that would immediately bear fruit, for perhaps startled by the bracers' actions, the dragon once again took to the skies. Dragon's departure confirmed. The dragon's reappearance was immediately noted by the royal forces, but the dragon only calmly flew out of Labelle airspace. In such a fashion, the case that had rocked the entire kingdom came to more or less an end. Ancient dragon, possibility of return? Has the dragon truly departed? When asked about the possibility of a return, the royal army was unable to comment with any certainty. For the moment, they intend to enhance national air patrols and prepare for the unexpected. Society donations pour in. 10 million Mira. Donations have been flooding in for the affected areas in the Bose region. Amongst them was an anonymous donation of a gold septim crystal valued at 10 million Mira. Needless to say, those handling the rebuilding efforts were quite shocked. Bose Market reopens. 1 week after the dragon attack, the Bose Market is back in business following a frantic reconstruction effort. Under the guidance of Bose's Mayor Maybell, local merchants came together to make this speedy recovery possible. It reminds me of how we came together after the 100 Days War, said one local man. It seems the spirit of Bose is alive and well. I heard the market had reopened and came over to talk business immediately, but with the worst timing possible, I get here just as they're starting a sale. Once that starts, nothing I say to the old lady will get through. The smile of the confectionery shop owner sure does shine. It really was worth pitching in to help with the construction. Welcome! We've got Castell cake made with the fluffiest eggs. It's a must-try of the Bose Market. Today I'm not here on errands. I've got my allowance, so I'm here to do some shopping of my own. I'm going to eat some of the Castella this lady's selling. Welcome! I'm here to help out with Dad's store today. I brought my daughter Elka along to show her the restored market. After all, my daughter is very literally one half of my shop name. We here at Paul and Elka's outlet look forward to your future business. Seems like the ancient dragon went off somewhere. Thank Adios for that. Now I can work on getting ready to reopen without concern. I think it'll take a bit longer, but I look forward to your business when I'm open again. Meat, vegetables, fish. What should I do today? It'd be nice if rather than just selling ingredients, they also taught you what to make. Now that I think about it, yes, it really would. After all, when you buy a vacuum cleaner, they show you how to use it, right? Why don't they do the same with meat and fish? That's a bit of a random thing to want them to do. Alright everyone, we'll be having our reopening memorial sale in moments. Want a deal? We got special today only stuff. You'd have to be a mad roper to miss this opportunity. Hey, welcome. We're currently in the middle of a restoration memorial sale. After all, it's the first day we're back in business. No way am I going to use it to sell product. Even if you fall, don't just get up for nothing. It's a line of Miss Minuets, but that really is what it means to be a merchant. Today, there's a restoration memorial sale. The first price cut in a while. I'm not offering this best position to anyone. Thanks to the authority of the Queen, the dragon has been driven off, it seems. The market's been restored, so now I can return to business. The other day, I ended up visiting the mayoral residence by chance. I had the opportunity to observe a number of their antiquities up close. Truly, seeing the real thing up close is spectacular. It was a good chance to polish my eyes. Hey, welcome! I decided to stay around in Bose and help with the store for a while longer. After all, I've put a lot of work on my wife and Pom's shoulders. I'd like to repay the debt, at least a little. Dad, that doesn't go on that shelf. Come on, keep it together. You made the same mistake just a bit ago. My husband's helping out around the store today. Thanks to that, I can focus on business. Hey, welcome! Delicious ice cream is finally back. The smiles are back on everyone's faces. The market really is the symbol of Bose. I'm showing some new customers around the market. These two are Imperial merchants, as it happens. They're fairly major clients. I suspect we'll be dealing with people from the Empire more soon. Just when I'd practically given up, a certain merchant came to me. I managed to find the contract at the 11th hour. Still though, to proceed with business so vigorously in such unknown conditions? That merchant, Marano, she's got nerves of steel, she does. So this is the Bose Market. My, there's quite the crowd. It's unbelievable that this is a market of a minor nation. It seems even our Imperial products are bought and sold quite regularly. It appears my understanding was lacking. This location will be quite sufficient as a site to export to. Right, that's everyone here, so we are going to go ahead and head to the Nebel Valley. Alrighty then, and we are here. Ah, it's you guys. Sounds like you kids managed to calm the ancient dragon down without any problems cropping up. Thanks for that, by the way. Living next to a raging flying legend wasn't exactly something I was looking forward to. We really couldn't have done it without your help, Mr. Welmer. Seriously, we owe you one. I'll say, we're the ones who should be thanking you, old-timer. You came all the way out here just to say that? Well, don't you have all the free time in the world? That's not really the reason we're... though I guess it is kinda true. Well, either way, I'm grateful. If you ever need to take a load off, you're always welcome here. Also, if you're hungry, feel free to help yourself to some of the stew in that pot over there. Oh, you don't mind if we have a bite to eat? Least I can do. Eating that takes a fair bit of courage, mind you. Still, figure bracers like you would work up an appetite with all them scuffles you get into. Anything's worth trying once, right? Go on, have some. Ah yes, dark stew. Huh? You kids down that like it was nothing. Come by again any time you like. You'll always be welcome under this roof. So as you can see, the dark stew either raises your CP or severely injures you. And that's exactly what it's kind of done to Estelle there. Anyway, that will kind of come in useful later on. So that's an important recipe, and it's the only time you can actually learn that recipe. Anyway, so I'm going to actually head to the Valeria Lakeshore. I know I said I wasn't going to, but there are a couple things we can do there before advancing the story, so I'm going to head there now, before we head to Ravenue Village. Alrighty, Valeria Lake, let's see. Ah, what wonderful, invigorating weather. Today's the last day of vacation for my husband and me. I've beaten him handedly in fishing, so now I can go home feeling great. Where is her husband? Is he out here somewhere? Phew, finally back. With all the danger cleared up, time to relax and wet my line. Somehow I just can't stop fishing. I'd keep doing it even if I had to pawn off the wife. Ho ho ho! That's gonna have a happy ending, I'm sure. Just can't stop fishing. So if we go back and speak to his wife after we're done here, we can actually get a new item, I believe. Just trying to find that woman's husband. He's probably inside. And here's the rest of them. What? Kevin, what are you doing here? Oh, it's a long and harrowing story. We happened to run into him on the road, so we invited him to join us. On the road? Why were you travelling again, Kevin? To be honest, my goal was to investigate the Amberl Tower. After we said our goodbyes in Rolen, I've been running around looking into all the towers. All the towers? That makes it sound like you've visited the others already. Yep, I've been busy with that pretty much. That's why I was kinda AWOL during the whole dragon business. Sorry I couldn't give a hand with that. I figured you guys might come out here for a break after that, so... That makes sense. Well then, should we have a sit down right now? How's about we do it over dinner? That'll help the information flow freely, you know? Oh yeah. So you're really staying here, Kevin? Well, from what I hear, this is a pretty famous inn, right? Like your friend said, I figured I'd join in the festivities if you don't mind. That's kind of out the blue. You have helped us out a lot, though. What do you think, guys? I ain't got a problem with it. It is a nice way to settle our debt to the good father. Yeah, I want him to stay too. I see no reason to object. I wonder if it's fate bringing us together. Well, if he's here, let's have some fun. Thank you. Ain't much in the way of thanks, but if you're still got stuff that needs doing, I'd be happy to tag along. Abuse me as much as you need. Okay, so we're going to go with still have business, because party time will take us to the next part of the chapter. Sure, well, if you want to help with something, Kevin. Let's see, so we want... Actually, let's go ahead and take these guys first. We need to get the gear off them. Alrighty, and we are finally back. So it took me a little bit of a while after we cut out for me to get everything set up, but here we are. So this is our equipment setup for Estelle, Kevin. Apparently you can give them 2 long barrels, so I'm going to go ahead and see if that does actually give me the extra range, because it's showing on the stat screen, it should. Zin and Chloe. And for our augments, this is how we have Chloe set up. This is how Zin is set up. Kevin and Estelle. And with Kevin, you're probably just best just going ahead and unlocking all of his slots, because most of them need unlocking anyway for his setup that we have. If you do need more septium of any kind, now is a great time to just go and gather it from the Amber Tower. If you keep running away from the Amber Turtles on, I think, the 4th or 5th floor, eventually you'll just get a massive group of Shining Poms that you can fight. And Estelle, with this setup, has an ability called Death Scream. It does a lot of damage. Does a lot of damage, has a 20% chance of just killing them outright. So this is why we want her set up, and this is really good for fighting the Shining Poms. Bear in mind though, that after you've killed 2 Shining Poms, that's the maximum septium that you'll get for that fight. And all of the others are just going to provide experience points. So if you're doing it for the septium, just kill the 2 Shining Poms, then, you know, maybe with Shadow Spear or something, and then you don't need to worry about the others. Otherwise, if you're in it for the experience points, then try and kill as many as you can, because this is a great time to get people leveled up. For example, I think Kevin and Zin were a little under-leveled, especially Zin. He basically got like the maximum experience you can get when I killed a full group, and he went from like level 50 to 65 straight away. So it's a great way to catch up. So yeah, this is the setup that we have for everybody. I'm going to speak to the remaining people at Valeria Lake inside the room once we are done with everywhere else that we have to go to. But of course, the next place we need to do is go and turn in our fisherman friends to his wife. How ridiculous. I was going to ask him to do some shopping, but Kawano's nowhere to be found. I may have to tie a leash or at least a fishing line to him. If you see him anywhere, do tell me, won't you? Oh, if you're looking for Kawano, we saw him at the Kingfisher Inn. What? You aren't pulling an old woman's leg, are you? No, we really did see him. Seemed like he wanted to do some fishing. I knew it, just like I thought. Thank you for telling me, dearie. It's what I expected. Here, take this. Wait a minute, isn't this? Yep, Kawano's treasured fishing pole. I never want to have fishing equipment in our house again until doomsday. Don't worry, just take it. Oh, it's fine, trust me. It'll be a good shock for that old fart, I'm sure. Don't worry about the fishing rod, dearies. It'll be a good shock for that old trout head to have it missing, I'm sure. He's gonna be mad, but that's what you get for ignoring your wife. Okay, so our next quest here is going to be the merchant escort mission. Excuse me, you're Mrs. Murano, right? Yes, that's right. You all must be bracers. That's right, ma'am. We understand you want to be escorted to Ravenue Village? That's right. I'd like to head to that lovely little town and have a look at the orchards. Though, if I may, you look a little young for a bracer. Are you quite sure you can do this? Excuse me, ma'am. I am a certified senior bracer. I'm totally capable of doing this. I assure you that Estelle is qualified. If that does not satisfy, you'll have to wait for another bracer to become available. Oh my, I suppose you really can't judge by a cover. I always liked putting my own covers on my books anyway. I'll trust you, young lady. How about it? Shall we be off? Sure, we're ready when you are. Very good, let's be off then. So we're going to Ravenue, right? In that case, we'll want to head out the west gate of the city. Yes, that's right, and then up the mountain road. I'll meet you by the west gate. I imagine you have a few things to prepare before we go. Yeah, a little prep time would be great, thanks. We'll be right there. Very good. Don't keep me waiting long now. Let's get going. Right. Gahaha! My girl Murano did better than I expected, getting an Imperial merchant right in our pocket. That's my daughter, couldn't be more proud. And Borden must be spitting teeth, what a great day. Alrighty, so as I said on the last episode, but just to reiterate here, to get the bonus bracer points in this mission, you need to not even get into an encounter. If you get into an encounter, you're going to lose out on the bonus BP. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting. Shall we proceed then? Whenever you're ready, ma'am. Our goal is Ravenue Village, right? Indeed, we know the road, but don't forget that we are escorting someone. We should avoid monsters when we can. Yes, quite so. What a waste of time a fight would be too. Why keep me out of danger and I may just give you a nice little bonus. We'll do our best, ma'am. Let's be off then. So there shouldn't really be any encounters on the way there, and you all know the way to Ravenue Village by now, I'm sure, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip us there. Oh wow, okay, so we're just outside the gate. You really don't realise how regular movement feels so slow when you're not holding the boost button to basically sprint here, but I didn't want to accidentally run into any monsters, so I went the slow way. So it's exactly as I'd heard. They've already started to rebuild their orchards little by little. Yeah, looks like it. It'll be a hard road for them, but the journey of 1,000 selge begins with a single step. Yeah, they're getting all kinds of help from all over too. I'm sure they'll be just fine. Yes, I believe in them. I wish we merchants could be of some aid to them. Huh? Murano, are you thinking of trying to save Ravenue? Oh my, no. I have no intention of setting myself up as some kind of saviour to these people. I'm ultimately just here for business. I'm going to look at the orchards and get a feel for how bad the situation is. Of course, if things are looking up, I can always invest. Well then, I should be getting to work. Okay, that means this is goodbye then. It is indeed. I must declare I sorely misjudged you earlier. I'll contact Legrand and arrange a bonus for you. Huh? Really? Why would I lie about a thing like that? You've earned it. Be careful on your way back. We will be. Good luck with your work. And that's our escort mission completed, so we're pretty much done with everything except for a secret mission that we can do at the abandoned mine. Let's go ahead and just catch up with everybody here before we head over there. We're getting donations from all over. It really warms the heart. It feels like the cheer's finally coming back to the village. Vince is talking like that again. He was like this the last time some saplings were being planted too. He'll be sick of it again in 3 days at most, just watch. We're gonna plant new saplings in the orchards like they said. I'm gonna help out too so they give us fruit soon. Hi, Miss Bracer. Hey, Louie. You look like you're doing great. Yeah, I'm okay. Especially since the scary dragon is gone now, right? Yeah, the dragon will never bother people again, don't worry. So you play outside as much as you want, okay? Okay. Oh, but now that we can play outside, I'll give you this book. And there's the 8th volume. See you later. Today we get to play a lot since we were inside for so long. Miss, you should play with us too. I don't even know how appropriate this book is going to be. It sounds like it's about gambling, so I'm going to have some questions of why that kid has the 8th volume, depending on how appropriate it is for children. Ah, welcome. The orchard's been cleaned up and life is getting a little bit back to normal. The day will come when these new saplings bear fruit, and until then, we'll just keep at it. Welcome! I hear Elder Ryzen took donations of some kind for the village. Maybe we really will be able to restore the orchards now. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. To properly grow a tree, you first need to plough the land. It would be a while before these new trees bear fruit, yes. I'm used to waiting though, nothing to worry about here. We endured so much at the end of the 100 Days War. It may look like an empty plot now, but we intend to get saplings in the ground soon. We've gotten a kind of overwhelming amount of charity from outside the village. I think we'll manage to pull this off. An allowance for buying saplings and other things. These people will need funding to rebuild their orchards. They're taking donations right now, but they shouldn't be beholden to that just to rebuild their lives. I must have words with Father and have our family prepare our own restoration fund. It's good to see everyone coming together as a community like that. Everyone's going all out with planting the new saplings, my husband included. I've been feeling so uneasy for the last week or so. Everyone's been working so hard though, I'm actually starting to think we can make it through it. It finally feels like I can let my hair down. Gray's out working together with the youngsters. I guess even a hard-headed guy like him can set aside his pride now and then, The outer signs of damage and flame may be gone, but I still haven't quite managed to put my feelings in order. There's a contingent of soldiers still guarding the old mine too. I think it will be a long time before we can really put all this behind us. Things are starting to go back to normal. I know it will take some time to rebuild the orchards, but if we all come together as a village, we can overcome this, I know it. Just as we overcame the scars of the war. Where is the Elder? Is he out by the graves? Here he is. Everyone, hello! We have elected to accept Ragnard's Goldia crystal as his apology. We will use every single mirror it brings us to restore the village. Alrighty. Well, next episode we will be heading to the mine, and then that should basically wrap things up before we go back to the Valeria Lakeshore. So that is it for today, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode is coming out. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.